with a lady um, this weekend. And I
Mm-hmm.
said, when my wealth comes in, I'll be able to go directly and don't have to worry about whether you paying for the hotel or not.
How about that?
Secondly, I've done this twice in my life and never went on a trip.
Yeah, that's what I've done too.
I'm like,
Could
I
not.
am tired. I no longer desire to feed into your dream. I'm working on mine. And she went on and on. I said, when are you going to understand? No
No means
means
no.
no. You have a God blessed life. Click.
Yeah,
Because
they
so
get paid for that.
let's
But you're right. I've purchased, and I tell them now. I say, you know what? I'm not gonna. I don't care what type of deal you're giving me. I got a timeshare, and don't even get to that. Okay, so I'm letting you know. Conversation over. They keep trying. Keep trying. Or call,
that's
have
called a
somebody else call you back.
that's called a perfect salesman. I need to have them on my team.
I know, right? Or they'll keep calling you back.
So
So,
now we're gonna go into the oils.
yes,
And
because we are talking about our space still. And as we transition into 2017, so we talked about resolutions, we talked about goal setting and workshops and meditational workshops, and then we even talked about decluttering. So now we're going to move into sacred place.
Ooh, oh, I love this oil. In fact, I spread it on my bed. I'd be like, this is a sacred space.
Yes, yes.
Spray it, put it in a spray. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No,
I get
you
so
go ahead
excited.
because then I'm going to
I
go
get
to the
so
different
excited.
oils that make up the blend.
I love it because it smells good. It makes me calm. It allows me to sleep. And also, I use it as a protective oil. See, I walk in the holy place of God no matter where I go. I desire all evil to not even come in my space. I used to say this. When they see me walking, they walk out. They move out of the space. Period.
Mm-hmm.
They can't stand to be my light. Somebody said, I shine so brightly, you have to wear sunglasses.
All right, all right.
That's the
now.
way I am. That's who I am. My light shines intensely.
Yes, all right. So with Sacred Place, did you know that it's mainly increases positive energy?
Yes, it does.
And with the oils that make this blend, um, juniper, juniper, grapefruit,
Mm.
cedarwood, myrrh, neroli, rose, clove,
Mm.
rosewood, palmarosa, fennel, jasmine, and birch. So, I'm not going to read all of them, but when I looked at, I always thought birch was for, we always talk about it for pain because we do the pain assessment. And so we talk about birch from the tree, so therefore that automatically tells me it's for pain relief in the longer limbs, your longer limbs for your bones when we do the pain assessment. But birch has some other properties that I had totally dismissed, because again, we're only using it mainly when I use it for, the one purpose. But it, anti-inflammatory, liver tonic properties. It relieves arthritis, rheumatism, muscular pain, fibromyalgia, tendinitis, eczema, acne, urinary infections, gout, edema, high blood pressure, osteoporosis, and cramps.
And that's just if you use it alone.
Yes.
So now you're talking about birch being added to other things like
Yes.
fennel. And see, a lot of things, a lot of times, folks are not aware, and I didn't become aware until I came into longevity and essential oils and that datura, the power of community, of oil. They feed off of each other, they heal with each other, and they're all anti-inflammatory.
Yeah.
All of them. So if you have an issue, I know Brenda and Leanne, who are the
do the
teachers
classes?
in the
Yes.
classes, tells us when we have a situation, allow the spirit to guide you to the oil. But there are certain oils, especially our blends, that you should have in your closet. in your medicine cabinet because they do so much.
Yes.
And you may not be able to buy all these oils individual, but if they do come together in a blend, then get the blend.
Or during our workshops, we also teach you and show you how to do the blends specifically to your needs. And so you can always contact us one-on-one and say, okay, I can't, how much are the oils individually? And some of them, I mean, they range from $10 up to $75.
Oh no, they range from $10 up to $100.
Oh, okay, $100.
Because we're talking about frankincense, and we're talking about helichrysum.
Helichrysum is the most expensive. Yes. I was thinking trauma. So I stopped at trauma because I never bought the helichrysum because trauma has the helichrysum in it.
Right.
So I said, I'm not going to up the ante to do the helichrysum.
But you know what? I have never bought helichrysum either, but I've done a lot of study before we even got helichrysum.
Yes.
And as far as I'm concerned, helichrysum is one of the best all around
That's why
oils.
it's the most expensive.
Right. And see, some of these oils take years to even get ready for the trees or the bushes to get ready to create oil.
Yeah.
And it takes almost a half of a product, a half of the contents to just make a little bit of oil. So that's why they're expensive, but they're well worth it. I'm telling you, I had a toothache this week, and I put a little lavender on my hand, and I rubbed it around my gums, and of course I prayed on it. Lord, you said you can heal me. I don't have that toothache.
All right. Well, I've started putting some tea tree oil in my little, what you call your things you use for your gums, the water picks, right? So in the water mixture, I've started putting a little tea, because it tells you can put your gargle, whatever you gargle with, in it. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna put the tea tree oil, and sometimes you have to be careful though, because the oils are so potent.
Yeah,
they can mess up some things, or so I just mixed it with warm water, and that's what I use in my water pick now.
Now, also, some people say, oh, well, I can get such and such online for $19.95, but you don't know what's in that oil. Most of the time, if they're selling you a big bottle of oil like this for $19, it's not pure. So you should call us. And I don't know if my cousin's still on there, but she should call me anyway, and I don't think she's on there. Monique, I'm talking to you.
All right.
I'm calling you out, sister. Felicia, I'm calling you out.
Uh-oh. You're going to have to send the
Shelly,
replay to
I'm
her
calling
directly.
you
How about that?
The oils work.
So the next one that I wanted to share was grapefruit, because we know that we've been told we can use it as a seasoning, but I've been telling a lot of ladies to use it in their wraps. When, like the Edward wraps, you can mix this with the mineral oil that we sell also, and your lemon, your grapefruit oil, your lemongrass, and you have your own mixture to fade off some of the fat. What they do with the It Works, or when you go to the saunas and they wrap that cellophane around you, you can make your own blend. But so that was one of the only things, again, looking at it for those purposes, and also in making my deodorant.
Right. What do you do with that? I was thinking about that today, because there are certain things that I desire not to do anymore. I desire not to buy market deodorant. And so I put oil, just plain oil, under my arms. But I remember you and Charlene told me years ago about the deodorant thing. And so tell us, how do we do that?
Okay. Well, what I do is mix it with because it's going on my body, I use some of the mineral oil, probably like half a bottle of, and the bottle that I have is a small, like 4 or 8 ounce spray pump bottle. So put the mineral oil in it first, and then 2 to 3 drops of, and this particular time I use grapefruit oil. Sometimes I've used lemon. Then I use the peppermint alone. I've used myrrh. I've used lavender before. Myrrh, yes, myrrh. Sorry. So it depends on what fragrance you may want or desire. So since I've been using Lovely Day this month, so I've used the grapefruit and a little bit of lemon, and the fragrance is about the same. So just 1 squirt of the oil blend under my arms, and then they have the stones that you can use, the deodorant stones. So now all it needs is a little bit of moisture. So that one squirt, and then I run the stone.
So what do you mean with the stone? Oh, you mean the top of the roll bottle? It's on a roll bottle?
They have stones for antiperspirants in the health food stores. I forget what the name of them are, but the cover is like a purple and black cover, and it's a stone. And I'd have to send that to you because I've been using it so long, forget the name of it. So yeah, and then that helps with the antiperspirant also.
That's interesting. So I'm going to be doing that. That's part of this thing that they call a new changed environment.
All right. So the therapeutic properties from grapefruit oil. Now, if you remember, birch and grapefruit, and we're talking about sacred place. And if you listen to just the properties or the healing, the therapeutic properties, and just these two oils, sacred place. Keep that in mind. So this grapefruit oil is antiseptic, disinfectant, detoxing, and diuretic. Fat dissolving properties, skin cleansing for oily skin, and antidepressant, emotionally uplifting agent for drug withdrawal, eating disorders, fatigue, jet lag, liver disorders, migraines, headaches, PMS, stress, and a cleansing effect on the lymphatic and vascular systems.
And that's just 2 oils.
Yes.
And this one has, how many oils in it? There's like 6 or 7. It might be more than that.
Was it 12?
12 different oils in it.
12.
And they each are healthy.
Yeah, so when you
No
blend
side
them all
effects.
together, just the 2 that we just read, can you imagine? No wonder a positive energy, you know, just with those 2 that we read. And we already know with myrrh, and of course with the rose, and phenol and jasmine. So, yeah, just those 2 that we mentioned with all the properties or therapeutic properties that they maintain. That's how you get your sacred place.
Sacred place. Do you know how I am still in awe of how the world provides us with healing?
Yes.
All natural, no side effects, and all it takes is the energy called money. And sometimes not even that. So we do blend, we do provide contents and products that will not cost you an arm and a leg. We are in the healing place, and those are very good gifts. They are. I have like these small bottles, and I think I'm going to start. My Christmas presents to everyone is a prayer box and an oil in that prayer box. I just decided last night. I was up kind of late, and I was thinking, Lord, I desire to give gifts that are meaningful.
Yes.
Something that they can keep forever, and even possibly pass it on to their children's children. You know. And I thought of prayer boxes and oil blends.
Well, there you go.
And I think that's what I'm going to do. I did one time think about carrot cakes. Trying to make a carrot cake out of gluten-free and give it to you. But I remember one year I did that, and it's a lot of work.
Okay. So with the blends, at least you know you can make a couple of the ones at one time. Cause drop, and then you have, you know.
I have my gifts.
Yeah.
And it's not going to cost me. No. I added it up that it would probably cost me about $100 for 20 different gifts because I'm making the stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Just buying the product and the cans and decorating them and all that.
Well, that's wonderful because I know I did a budget this year too. I'm like, okay, who am I covering this year? Got grands, you know. Once the grown folks have the babies.
I tell my daughter, that's the way they treated me. Once I had my daughter 38 years ago, folks forgot about me.
Yeah.
They were giving a gift to the late baby, but I can honestly say that